needs my attention. So gratitude for Baba, boy. Well, that's such a big question. It's just so it can go on and on. I think recently, I know people have said gratitude for Baba Zoom so often, and for all you wonderful people, and but I've never said it, and I need to say it. I mean, there's some part of me that needs to say it because Baba working through all of you has meant so much to me. And I watch a lot of the Baba Zooms on replay, a lot of them. I mean, Effort and Grace and the late night chats and all the talks, and it just means so much to me. Baba has enlivened my relationship with him through Baba Zoom, and that just has been rippled effect. And I just feel super, super grateful for that. And I just, yeah, I feel alivened. I feel alivened with Baba, and what could get better than that? So really, really grateful and appreciative, and happy to see everyone. I hardly ever come live. This is the perfect format for someone who's more introverted and shy, and it's just Baba gives me what I needed, and I'm very grateful. So Jai Baba.
Beautiful, Irene. Jai Baba. Thank you. Yeah, it's a wonderful topic. We have talked about it, and I think everybody has their own personal way, even though it's such a public domain,
Right.
that it's impacted me personally in a way that it's as you described. It's something just so amazing that Baba has done through this
Yeah.
platform. Enlivened. Yeah, I think I'm going to write that on the wall. Let me get my pen out here. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you, Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
That was so sweet. I just wanted to touch your face.
Oh, that's what
Yeah.
I mean. It's like so personal and so precious. I mean, that's why sometimes I said I have to, Baba, help me get alive on these things, because I'm like a spectator. I feel like I'm a fly on the wall, but I feel so intimate with everyone. Everyone shares their stories and poems and beauty and skills, and so I needed to touch your faces. So Jai Baba.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like when you don't participate, I feel like a voyeur. Like this. So it's like I'm very shy, but now I turned out to be a big mouth. Right?
As you found a safe spot, huh?
God, I got this Cancer moon that worries a lot, so I've been working on that for 75 years. It's getting better. That's gratitude, right?
Well, Baba uses everything. He uses every single
Yeah.
thing in me. He's so economical. There's nothing wasted. All the worry. But yeah.
Don't you just realize that every time he does stuff, he's doing something of his work? And I'm starting to realize it. Oh, like the other day, all of a sudden I got like, oh my God, I have a bladder infection. And then I woke up 2 hours later and it was gone. I said, oh, Baba must have been doing something. So he give me all that pain.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like he doesn't give you any more than you can handle, I think, though. Even though he does kind of.
That's so funny you bring that up, because I've had like a little thing here, a little thing there in the body, and I always have a remedy. Baba has a remedy, provides a remedy for everything that's going on for me right now physically. So like you said, Marcia, I don't have to suffer with it as long.
Well,
But again, it has something to do with turning it over, or trusting Baba, something, I guess. I hope.
He's using all of us for his work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're getting coffee. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking how Baba does his work individually and also collectively. So I think each one of us has a personal connection that, is very intimate, and it's maybe we don't even share it. But he also works, I think, collectively with people. And like in my own experience, when I came to know about Baba, I lived in Southern California, and there was this very active Baba center. And so everything was very social. And I remember at some Sahabas, someone was mentioning how it was almost a criticism, you know. In Southern California, you're also social, and this person I think was more used to a very intimate relationship with Baba, which is it's everything, and and so he uses us because I noticed, you know, over time that working with people who at first seem difficult and then you find it's working better, he's helping us. And so this is and so that's we have centers. And I remember Phyllis felt it was so important for us to have the center. Baba told people to have centers and to you know, come together. And something I appreciate this Baba Zoom because it's our center now. And we can come here and be together in his love, and all kinds of experiences are available, big group experiences, very small ones, all different kinds of gatherings. And I just super appreciate that. And it is, you know, the about it's like the May similar to the Mayhair Center. It becomes a kind of a home, and I feel that, and I'm totally grateful for that.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, it's interesting in my life too. When I first came to Baba, there was a group, and then I moved and there was no group, and I was Baba and I had a very personal time with Baba through the years without. I'm not a group kind of person, if you can believe it. I don't function well in groups. And then here he is now put me back with you know, a vast amount of people sometimes show up for some of these things, and there I am. So yeah, it's been interesting how he uses whatever I need, I guess. And certainly we all needed connection,
Yeah.
and I'm so grateful that he provided it at this time, because you know, I don't have much connection outside of Baba Zoom right now. Yeah, really beautiful. Thank you, Diana. Can't forget that beautiful name, Diana.
And I wanted to add, like Irene, I super appreciate the recordings. And as a matter of fact, last night in ICVJ, I listened to I watched the program you did with Lataji, which was so exceptional. And so even if we miss something, it's still there. So it's becoming a library as well. Wow.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
VJ. Yeah, thanks for bringing that. I see it.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey.
thank you, Diane. Yeah, Lataji was also excited, and she did PhD in ghazals. So I think she would like to speak more about ghazals.
Yeah.
So maybe I will let you know when she's ready.
Mm-hmm. She has such a beautiful voice.
Oh, amazing. And how Baba treated her also, very, that's also amazing.
Very what?
How Baba took care of her.
Mhm.
She first came to Baba when she was 14, and at Maharajat she sang to Baba, "How beautiful God your face is," Marathi bhajan. And Baba was really very happy. And since then, Baba, even financially, she was helped for her music career. Yeah, so it's wonderful. And later on, she, under the guidance of the great ghazal singer, Begum Akhtar, then she appeared for All India competition and got the President Award. So to that extent, twice President Award. So that's a great achievement for her.
Wow.
Yeah. And she's a kind of very soft and down, means down to earth no publicity or no like doesn't want to talk about much, and I have to make efforts to encourage her. Yeah. So I think now she feels very happy and she might appear again. Yeah.
Well, we're very grateful for you, VJ,
Oh,
and
thank you,
your
Baba. It's Baba. Yeah.
consistent appearance at Artie really enlivens Artie. So this is a
Mm.
gratitude and appreciation meeting. I am grateful to you and to every single person here and everyone who attends Baba Zoom events because
Yeah.
it's your love for Baba that makes these meetings meaningful.
Yeah.
And I'm especially grateful to all the hosts because I can't physically do it all, as you know. and over 50 meetings a week, that's a lot. And it's just fantastic because any creative idea that we have, I squirrel around and find some volunteers, and the volunteers make it happen. And it's just phenomenal how willing people are to try new things and to find new ways to remember him and to be with that conversation in very deep and profound ways as you mentioned, Irene, very intimate and personal and soul bared kind of ways. It's quite special in this day and age where everything is so superficial and so instant and so social media dressed up, Twitterized, all that stuff that people do to get likes and get wants and gets, all this personal attention. It's very narcissistic in the world today. And here we're able to really sink into our deeper self, our more real self. So I'm grateful for this space in a huge way, not just not just not just a portal to something else, but the fact that we can really all just enjoy each other in a very meaningful interaction. Yeah, I guess I could go on. James,
Well,
on that.
it's worth going on about. I'd like to read something. It's a song that I found and I'm working on, but the lyrics are so much in gratitude to Baba for all that he brings. And it says, "We meet and it begins, the sound of violins, the song of birds on the wing. You taught my heart to sing. Why does this heart of mine feel like a valentine? You smile and suddenly it's spring. You taught my heart to sing. My heart was an empty shell, then you came along. Now my heart's a carousel filled with song. The miracle of you will last my whole life through. You're all I'll keep remembering. You taught my heart to sing." So, yeah, it's what he does. And
Did you write that?
No, that was
Oh.
written by Sammy Kahn and Tyner. I can't think of his first name. A horn player. I think he's a horn player, pianist or horn player. I can't think of it. But anyway, it's kind of a little jazzy tune. Yeah, you taught my heart to sing. And I think all of us relate to that, whether it be in today or from when we first heard of Baba and started to open our hearts to him. He's taught our hearts to sing.
How does it go, Ruthie? Can you sing a line?
I can try it. It goes, "We meet and it begins, the sound of violins, the song of birds on the wing. You taught my heart to sing."
Thank you, Ruthie.
Yeah, something like that.
Sounds like
As-
a
yeah, thanks, Betty. I'm so glad you're here. I didn't see you come in. You
late.
must have come quietly opening that door, getting in here.
Yeah. I'm just morning. I'm still
I know you're grateful to wake up at this time of morning, for God's sake. Did you get your coffee yet?
yeah, I got my coffee. Good. Yeah.
First gratitude of the morning, coffee.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Big gratitude for all this
whole phenomenon, this wonderful Zoom phenomenon, is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're grateful that you bring songs and poems. All that Tagore lately has been just so rich.
Truly. Yeah.
And for all the hosting you do and so much love you pour. You're just the lemon mummy. You're the mummy, mummy, mummy. And to you too, Ruth, you bring so much heart, so much love and appreciation. People share something and you receive it so beautifully. So our host family is just phenomenal. Thank you all.
Well, you certainly nurtured that in all of us. So what else? Anybody else want to speak this morning and
Marcia?
speak?
Oh, yeah. Marcia had her hand up.
We're always, looking back to the darshan and when the Mandalay women from the East and West met. Well, now this is the opportunity for us in this generation to connect with the East and all over the world. So this is like Baba's big plan right now. We're right here, and this is now, right? Yeah. I'm grateful. And having conviction, not just faith, right? Yeah. My coffee's making noise.
That's okay. We love the sound of coffee. There's Jeff. I
Yeah.
didn't see you sneak in either. Jay Baba. Happy to see you this morning. Yeah, sometimes I'm just grateful Baba gets me out of bed in the morning, to be honest. The older I get, the harder it is to get out of the bed and to remember him first thing. I'm always grateful when that happens. Go ahead, Irene.
Okay. So I go from not talking to now twice. I guess I feel so bold. Actually, that's part of what I'm grateful for. I recently had a medical issue and got this diagnosis, which isn't horrible, but it was scary. And I guess I want to feel, it's hard for me to feel grateful for something, a medical issue. But, but I got so many blessings already. And one of them is to be more bold, because when I thought it could have been more serious, I thought, okay, if I have 6 months to live, 5 years to live, I'm gonna have to do it. So I changed so much. I changed my work. I changed a lot of things just in that little period before I really knew what was going on. So, and it made me it's hard to feel great for me. It's hard to feel grateful for things that are not fun. It's easy to feel grateful for all when I'm at a feast. But so I just wanted to share that piece, how I'm grateful for the gifts that Baba gives me, even when it doesn't look fun and it's hard. So, Jai Baba.
Jay Baba, thank you for bringing that, Irene. That's really big. I read a book once called The Alchemy of Illness. When I was going through some things. Yeah, boy, I've grown. It's hard, but it's rich. Hey, VJ.
Yeah, what I feel gratitude is that these Zoom meetings are bringing best out of each one of us, and they inspired us into singing and bhajans and talk and messages and whatnot, and they're reaching to our bedroom. So, and I'm grateful now that Angela awarded me with a nice microphone, and also I'm more inspired this system. and and the best thing I like is there is no competition. See, either you're good or singing or not, and but it is by heart. What everybody shares is heart. There is nothing like competition that I am singing good or he's singing like this. So That's the best, and that's why I like this circuit, this Zoom meeting, Baba Zoom meeting, particularly. And I don't like to miss it. Whenever it gives me everyday energy. So, and I could feel that more and more people are inducted and spreading Baba's love all over. And certainly Angela has and her team definitely means my salutations. Thank you, Jai Baba.
Beautiful. Thank you. You brought up so many things about bringing out our best and then the focus where it's giving us opportunity to all come together in one pointed focus to the beloved. Beautifully said. Thank you. Well, Fair's Day is peeking up over, and I love that drawing behind you. Did you do that? Oh, I can't hear you, honey. Sorry.
Jay Baba. No, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I just, if I have to say something, I'm most grateful for the opportunity Baba Zoom provided. Well, initially Circle of Friends Zoom. I have to put that in there. And then turned into Baba Zoom for our art classes that really inspired me to do more art. And I am just super grateful for that. And it continues. We're doing it twice a week. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Thursdays with Marla and Tuesdays with our Mel and I from Paris. And a few of us get together still, and we draw Baba and we paint and we chat. And so that's been my thing. I can't sing, but I do art. So, and grateful for all of you to keeping it going. And I'm so proud of you all. I really enjoy sometimes late night I'll lay back and have a little bit of time to watch the recorded programs, but not too much. Seems like Baba is keeping me on my toes to be on the earth and my hands doing his work. Right now, I'm actually fixing a bag for to bring to the Circle of Friends. We are getting ready for our big fundraiser sale, which is going to be a bazaar book sale, which will coincide with you all's, hopefully you all's coming to Myrtle Beach for the New Life Sahalas. We're excited about that. Angela's program looks very luscious and beautiful. So just wanted to say thanks, Angela, for everything you're doing for the Baba world. You're awesome.
Hey, Baba.
And
All
see
in
you
all
guys
this
in
cause.
person. How many of you, I just want to ask, how many of you here are coming? Angela has the records, right?
The nice thing is that I don't have to have any registrations, so people do
Yeah.
let me know that they're coming, but I don't really need to write it down, you know. However many come is however
Awesome.
many come.
Yeah.
Yes, all come, we serve.
That's right. I mean, we'll still
So
have a
cool.
fabulous service if 2 people come or 500 people come, so it'll be phenomenal
Absolutely.
either way.
That's the
Yeah.
right attitude.
Yeah.
We just want to, kind of be prepared for seating and all of that, but it's pretty early to say, but
Yeah, it's still
we'll
early.
figure it all out. All right, very good. Jay Baba, love to you all.
Wonderful to see you, Fair's Day. Wonderful. Love to see you.
Jay Baba.
Yeah. Keep painting, Fair's Day.
Yeah.
Me
Yes, they're
too.
awesome. They're beautiful. Your
Yeah.
work, Thursday.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. So good to see you today. Yeah. And I think if the numbers drop, boy, I'll be there. But as long as the numbers stay up, I'm going to have to stay back.
There are no up numbers. What's considered
I'm waiting
up
for the
you?
down curve.
Oh, you mean the down numbers in cases? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
That was like the numbers of Savasis. Well, I don't know. What's a lot?
Sorry.
But
Yeah.
Angela, it's going to be virtual also, right?
Oh
So
yeah, it'll be
so-
very hybrid. So
hybrid. So
Hybrid.
there are going to be a lot of people involved, I'm sure.
oh yes, I have no doubt that the Sahavas itself will be very
Right.
well attended and the recordings will be watched and all of that. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, I see Prakash is here. Yay. And has his hand up. Jay Baba. Welcome to gratitude, huh? Prakash, are you there?
Yeah, I didn't unmute. Well, I mean, what is not to be thankful about? I mean, it's just beautiful. I mean, everything around that's happening these days. In my life, particularly, I should be very thankful to all in my family for Baba is working through them to bring me to where I should go. And my younger brother has been especially very, very influential in my life. And Baba has worked through him to help me to be in the right path. I mean, he is such a blessed soul. Baba has kissed him. And somehow I feel very grateful to him for everything. And I echo everybody's thoughts here, and especially Vijay's. It's so special, this whole Zoom thing. And I tell you, my life has changed quite a bit after the Zoom meetings have started. And just being with you all, there is something that flows out from everybody, that love. And that's so special to me. And I thank to Baba for that. Jai Baba.
Thank you, Prakashji. It's your elder brother or younger brother?
My younger brother, actually.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Baba kissed him, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just wonderful being with everybody. And I said, that love flows out. And I'm glad I'm receiving it from Baba through you all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
And I said, like Vijay said, there is no competition here. You just share from your heart. And that itself is a beautiful blessing. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for everything that's happening in life. And I tend to accept things as they happen. And I would like to feel complete all the time. And I'm able to see Baba in every small little thing I do, because I do remember him, thanks to Jeff and thanks to everybody here for awakening that in me. And thanks to Baba, obviously, for everything. Jai Baba. Jai Baba.
Jay Baba, Prakash. You said it so beautifully. Thank you.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah. It is about finding Baba in the moments, in each moment with us. Thank you for bringing that. And the gift of our families, close ones. Yeah, sometimes my husband brings it to me in a hard way, as only a mate can, but it opens me up to things I need to be open to. So I'm grateful for my husband, I guess, huh? What a gift. I see
And
Diane. Huh?
And you mentioned Jeff Wolverton. Of course, we're so grateful to Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
What a presence. And he always brings the conversation back to Baba. He always has a wonderful Baba story to help us through our practical difficulties. He makes Baba very real, very everyday, moment to moment. So thank you, Jeff Wolverton.
And thanks to Jeff here, because he sends me very insightful messages. Hey, Jeff.
Yeah. Oh, this Jeff.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, everybody here. And and Jeff specially takes care to send some insightful thoughts of his. So thanks, Jeff. Thanks, everybody.
Meher Prasad ji is here also. His message is really very profound. He
I agree.
selected messages, and it's really means every time he's on the late night show, and I am sure now he knows where to read in each program wherever he participates. Yeah, thank you, Meher Prasad ji. Yeah.
Yes, and he picked up Effort and Grace to help host with Jeff, which was really cool. It's good to
Hey,
have.
Ruth,
Yeah.
can I share one very beautiful message which has come
Yes.
again from my brother, who I'm very thankful to for everything Baba is sending through him. But this is by Adi Kairani. Small message. He says, simple and practical guiding principle. Meher Baba says, in effect, be patient. I shall take you blindfolded, and I shall give you the inner strength to withstand the ups and downs of your mind and the ups and downs of the events of the world that have impact on your mind. Rely on me only, and I shall do your work. And that's very powerful. Rely on me only, and I shall do your work. But for that, you should have conviction, which is even greater than faith. Where will I get this conviction? Baba says, learn to do nothing. You have been doing too many things. To try to do nothing is more difficult than doing everything. It is not possible for us to do nothing. But for us, doing nothing means not doing anything by our own volition. Leave it to him. Be guided by him all the time. This does not mean that I do not use my free will, but I use it to remember him and surrender to him. Then he does everything. And how shall I be guided by him? I do not understand if the guidance comes from Meher Baba or if it is created by myself. For this situation, Meher Baba has given a message which is so beautiful, simple, and practical. Think of thoughts you would not hesitate to think in my presence. Speak words you would not hesitate to speak in my presence. And do things you would not hesitate to do in my presence. That is all. The problem is solved. And that's what Adike says. Just to allow him, Adike Rani, page 69. Jai Baba.
Yeah, boy, that was gorgeous. Thank you, Prakash.
Yeah.
Jai Baba. We are so grateful for all the access that we have to things. You know, in the old days, you had to get to the bookstore. You had to get to Kitty's bookstore to get some Baba literature. Before, that was even, I think, before the press even had a room. So just now, it's just blows my mind. Blows my mind. Yeah, Jeff, what you got?
I am so grateful for so many things. And what each person has said, not only here from Prakash to Vijay to Marcy to Ferritish, each person, when I hear you talk, Irene also reminded me of my own gratitude toward health. These meetings, some that are so focused, some that are gratitude focused. I mean, what an incredible gift Baba has given all of us. This is extraordinary. I mean, if I had been asked by a Baba lover or my wife, hey, come up with the craziest desire that you could ask Baba that is in the light. I could have never thought of having these incredible Zoom meetings. And I mean this sincerely. Then I can hear somebody like each one of you talk, and the way Prakash comes from his heart and his wife, and the beautiful readings of different people of Baba's loving light and insight. It's like, it's extraordinary. Every time I come to another meeting, I'm always filled. And I know this is, we're careful to not to project what we think on other people, but I know one thing I can say probably is true. We're all so grateful to every Baba meeting we go to. It's like, this is incredible. Another beautiful meeting, another beautiful insight, the camaraderie, the community. This is extraordinary. I was reminded this morning by Irene about how fortunate I am, and I do appreciate Angela and other people praying for me. I had a bit of a couple of almost 2-week period with some kidney stones that I was in the ER 3 times. Anyway, things have considerably resolved in a very beautiful way. And I was really calling on Baba's name and asking him to please help me, because I was in a lot of pain. And I was in a situation I haven't been in like this, I don't think ever in my life, where the pain was sustained. Uh, I learned something also from this situation. Never take surgery unless it's absolutely necessary. I had a procedure to break a small kidney stone. And they have this procedure, but I really wasn't told about the after effects, which felt like a little gang of kids beat up my back. And then the stone gets caught in the passageway and looks like I've been drinking quarts of water with some lemon juice and some olive oil to kind of oil down a couple of stones. When everything began to release, both the pain as well as the bowel movement, it's like, wow, thank you, God. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, God. Thank you, Baba. Because there are some religious communities, I can't say how they each express it, but one of those communities has a prayer, thank you, God, that all my orifices work. And it's said in different traditions. And when your orifices do work, man, it's extraordinary that this, and I've said over the years so many times, the miracle of this body, the eyes that see, the ears that hear, to have a body that can hear Mozart or beautiful jazz or the Indian ragas of the women that sing love to Baba or the men, to taste delicious food, whether it's Indian food or Armenian food or, I mean, so many, I mean, beauty of the body. And I felt this way all my life as a kid. Baba has spared my life from death many times. Car accidents, motorcycle accidents, bicycle accidents, head-on collisions, extraordinarily. So by the time I'm in high school and I'm graduating, I'm saying, thank you, dear God, for sparing my life all the times you've spared my life. It was more than 9 times. You know, you hear this expression as a kid, a cat has 9 lives. So I am like, I know there's God. And then in 72, I happened to have a chance to meet Baba. He had left the physical form, but I had this extraordinary experience with Baba. And Baba's blessed me never to use drugs all over the campuses in the 60s. But I love my mother's chocolate cake so much. After 2 pieces, can I have another piece, Mom? No, that's enough, Jeffrey. So I knew I had an addictive personality before there was probably such a word, but I knew it. So I never got turned on to drugs, which is another great gratitude because I would have probably been a goner. And I guess the most important thing I can say is I kind of say I am a very grateful camper is that Baba came into my life in the early 70s. And then I was able to be drawn to Asheville for a number of years with my wife. We may come back to Myrtle Beach or Asheville to retire. It all depends on many factors. But that I have Baba, I have this community. I have, I guess, the most important thing in the world, which is love. I have the love of Baba. I have your love. I try to give you my love. One thing somebody mentioned at a Baba group yesterday, which I will always remember, and I'm bringing it into my life. We're all, of course, encouraged, and we remind each other, have Baba as your constant companion. Have Baba as your constant companion. Somebody said it this way, you be Baba's constant companion. It puts a very, even more beautiful kind of slant on Jeff. Be Baba's constant companion the way that would please him. It just shines a certain kind of consciousness so that that superego, the wanting to do the right thing, Jeff, the wanting to be conscious, the wanting to cause no suffering or pain, the wanting to be there for the other. What would Baba want me to do in this situation? So how can I be Baba's companion more and more? It just gives me a little bit new motivation. Thank you all very much for your loving gratitude and your expression of that and love for Baba. We're one bunch of lucky kids. And we're not our age.
Oh, sweet.
We may be 40, 50, 70. As the Bhagavad Gita says, you were never born and you never will die. So we can be that beautiful child. We don't have to be always, yes, we won't cross boundaries, but we can let that beautiful child say, hey, Prakash, I love you. Hey, Angela, I love you. Hey, Ruth, I've loved your. Hey, Diana, it's been years since I saw you in Nashville, but when I hear you talk, you just touch my heart. It's just very, very wonderful. I know I probably got into my 10-year-old too much, but hey, nice to be 10 again. Jai Baba.
Hey, Baba, I love your 10-year-old. My 10-year-old loves your 10-year-old. I'm going to finger paint when we get done here. I can feel it coming on.
Thank you. Well, we'll come together.
Thanks, Jeff.
And
And I see Diane and Terry, you're here. What?
Sorry, I was going to comment on what you said a comment ago about how things are much more at hand, much easier to acquire. It's the internet, and it's us joining together as a community. If there's any thought in my head, gee, I want to find such and such, there's a person in this community right now who can just bring it up, just call it forth. It's so sweet how Baba is just completely answering our desires. It used to be, like Ruth was telling this whole story about trying to get Steve Klein's book, Praise and Complaint, and then how long it took, and then it had to be typeset, and then it had to be reprinted so that other people could have it, and then it had to be shipped, and then it had to be... And now it's like, well, just get on Sherry or Bookstore, order it, it'll come in the mail, and it'll be like 2-3 days, and it's like everything is so sped up. One of the things that I really enjoyed moving to Myrtle Beach was the community and this feeling that even if you weren't attending, we were, when we first moved here, we were attending all the events at the center as well as at the circle, and just very, very busy with all that. But separate from that, all that informal hanging out where you might see someone at Walmart, or you might hang out after a meeting and discover something brand new that you never knew about Baba before. I wanted that feeling to continue and expand beyond Myrtle Beach, and boy, the Baba Zoom thing has expanded it 50 million times bigger than anything I thought. So really, I'm so grateful to this community coming together and being one community, pulling together in such a way that we can all support each other. Some person has a request, another person sings that request. It's just so sweet. It's so instantaneous in that way, so immediate. Like we're starting to function as one being. People who are thinking to read a poem and somebody else reads it. It's just fantastic. I love that.
Yeah, that's Baba's immediacy, isn't it? That's really well brought forward, Angela. Yeah. Wow.
Go ahead, John.
I just have to say, Betty, wow. Wow. You're quite the extraordinary soul for everything you do. I felt, all of a sudden, I would like to mention everybody, but Betty, man, you are one spiritual babe, Ruth. You really are quite an extraordinary.
Oh, Jeff.
soul.
Yeah. Likewise. So you are you're a man with a heart on his sleeve always. It's lovely. It's lovely. And rare for a man to be so full of emotion. It's lovely. Don't don't ever discount it or feel like you shouldn't. It's so lovely to how you express your heart.
I'd like to start off today's music for
Ooh,
Baba,
sorry,
to Baba,
sorry.
with a
Geez, I didn't know Jim was here. Okay.
Yeah, right. we just
For Baba,
we
to
just called
Baba.
him forth.
I'm doing my
That's why we're
homework.
here.
There she is, you know, watching those recordings.
Well, I didn't know Diane's having her coffee. I didn't know if she had anything to toss in, or Meher Prasad, Molly, just a couple people that haven't had a chance.
I'll jump in. Having my breakfast and listening to Kidney Stones. I'm so grateful for that. Thank you, Jeff. Don't forget about the 3-hour difference, please. For me, it's been a little over a year since I got turned on to Baba Zoom. And to say it changed my life is words just aren't good enough for that. It has challenged every part of me to look at how I've looked at things. And it's opened my heart and taken this hard-edged, judgmental person and softened some of the edges. And it's showing up on a daily basis and being reminded of Baba in our lives, how people get by with bringing Baba in, little tools, little shortcuts, little cheat sheets. It's being able to listen to people whose singing hurt my ears, but it fills my heart at the same time, and reconciling with that. And listening and really trying to focus and pay attention to the words that are being shared and not letting my monkey brain go off in the distance. And it's a true gift about how humble each one of you are when we try and give you compliments and you say it's all Baba. Which I do believe it's all Baba, but we all know how we can prevent good things from entering in. So we have to take credit for how we let Baba come in and say his words and his messages. So between Arti this morning and just now, we went on a tour of Giverny in France. So talk about gratitude, about having so much at our fingertips. The other night we were, after Artie, talking about Jeff's O Moon song, and within seconds, Mershawn got the YouTube link. He totally one-upped you, Mer Prasad, in quickness of getting to something. But it's incredible how many scholars and people who just have such an eagerness to know. You are my lifelines, and I thank you very much.
Thank you, Diane. Thank you for bringing yourself to us. You always bring such open realness, and we're grateful for you. And Terry, thanks. Molly, there's your face.
Yes, I will say hello.
I'm grateful to see your face.
Good to see you all. Well, obviously, I'm a little shy on Zoom still, but circumstances have brought me forth. I used to do so much inner work and meditating, and I still do, and reading, but I've had these headaches for like 3 months, and I can't read, and Baba's just not letting me do the same things I used to do. It's like I have to go away from the headache, wherever it goes, or, you know, if it's coming, I mean, it's just this really weird thing, but they are subsiding. So I'm grateful for that, that's for sure. Yeah, and it is beautiful how you all gather, and I feel that I can participate. Yeah, so thank you.
Do we give you a headache, or is this good for you?
Oh no, it's really weird because it has to do with my ears and my eyes being like oversensitive. And so I don't know, I have these new glasses that have a blue blocker on them, and but it's more anything like reading, anything that finely focused. So no, you're not giving me a headache.
Well, we get you then. Yay.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that too. How I am grateful for Baba's redirections in my life. Maybe not at that moment, but
right.
Yeah, thank you so much, Molly. We're glad you're here. Yay. Well, I think Meher Prasad must be kind of listening in and doing some other things because he hasn't jumped in. But if you'd like to, we're here for you, Meher, to hear you. Mm-hmm.
You know, I often wonder, you know, why aren't there thousands of people on Zoom? I just don't get it. How I suppose it's just Baba's, you know, we're so fortunate to jump in with all our, we're so fortunate. And I assume that it will just, you know, it'll get bigger and bigger. And I don't know, aren't we lucky? Aren't we lucky that the timing is everything. As Bob Eric says, we all have an alarm clock. Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, that's why we're here, because we're lucky.
That's been one theme ever since I've come to Baba, which is about 22 years ago, whatever it is. That was one theme, and the other theme is that we're all getting older, right? So both those themes are very, very long lasting. Why is Baba not growing? Why is Baba not, spreading? And my conclusion is, like you say, the alarm clock, it just goes off when it goes off. But I think that for whatever reason, it's supposed to be small. I thought that Baba Zoom, when I first started, that we would grow and that it would sort of like as more people got to know. But like it's just been like from the very first RT, we have averaged 15 to 30 people at every RT from the very beginning. When people left, others came, but when others came, people left, like it's just been like one constant number. Like Baba just fabricated, this is the size it should be, and that's it, no matter what I do to promote or not promote or tell the news or not tell the news, or it neither shrinks nor grows. And the Effort and Grace group, from the very first Effort and Grace, there was a large number of people who came, and then it just has been that almost the same number of people consistently. It kind of tapered off a little bit, but it's an odd thing. But I think that Baba has a predetermined size of a meeting, and it's not about growing, and it's not about building. It just is. And who knows, when it's the time to move on and do something else, he'll certainly give us the word. But while this is going, this is the way it is. Baba's just said it as a certain thing, and all of our efforts to make it or not make it or do it or not do it, or it's not up to us. It's not. It really isn't. Like, whoever's supposed to be here is supposed to be here, and whoever's not is not. And people who give me a list of reasons they couldn't make it, doesn't matter to me. People who give me a list of reasons why they have to make it, it's neither here nor there. It's Baba's will, and you're here. We'll celebrate who's here in the present moment, right? It's definitely not about numbers, and it's not about youth. Let me reiterate that. It's my other favorite subject. Not about youth, because we've been here for millions of years, millions of lifetimes. It's 54 million lives just to get to first human life. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
We don't bandy that number about enough. We always bandy about the 8.4 million humans. What? We got we got so people who say that they're younger or older in Baba. Oh, geez. How do you know? How do you even know?
Angela, Baba said it's 54 million lifetimes to get to your first human lifetime.
Yeah.
Thank you. I never heard that.
That's in the nothing and everything.
That puts this into such an infinite
Yeah.
lack of
You know,
understanding.
when people are like talking about, do you believe in reincarnation? They're talking about like 1 or 2 lives. I'm like, you have no idea what we're talking about believing in reincarnation. It's like the scale is just beyond.
Thank you. Wow.
Yeah, it kind of puts things in a slightly different perspective. The other thing I think about is that, you know, we're not sitting here waiting for the young people to carry on our legacy. We are the young people, you know? We're here, we're doing it, you know, and then we're recording it. And when we come back in our next life, because I know I'm not on my last life. I mean, you guys, I can't speak for you, but I know that I'll be back and I'll be looking at those recordings and finding that trail of breadcrumbs back to the source, you know? So yeah, you know, what is legacy? We got no skin in the game on that one, you know. Baba is his own legacy. He doesn't need us to carry on his work.
He doesn't need us at all for his work, he said.
Yeah, right. It would keep living without us.
No,
We're so blessed and lucky and grateful to be part of the game.
We are so fortunate.
Back to the beginning, right?
Yeah. It all goes back to that.
Yeah.
Gratitude for the mercy and the love that Baba brings us.
Yeah.
And then all these faces that we get to look at that just reflect it right back. It's just astounding.
All the hearts glowing.
Yeah.
I was listening to it was a radio yesterday, probably public radio, about it was quoting the Apollo 8, the early astronauts, and how they broadcast a message back to Earth about how beautiful our how do you put it, our beautiful Earth was in the whole, you know, panorama. That was what they saw. And you know, what a sweet place we all have incarnated on. And you know, how Baba's love is, you know, so many souls are trying to get there. They'll eventually get there, but in spite of all of our misuse and mishandling, it's a lovely place to we get to be on. Yeah.
Well, it looks like Meher Prasad has come to the phone. Go ahead. Good to see you today, Jai Baba.
Hey, Baba. Yeah, I just woke up.
Well, we're grateful for that,
so
Meher Prasad.
My voice might be a little, you know, how it is when you wake up. Yeah, I just want to say a couple of things. I think the first one is, you know, Edith used to say that everything in creation is a reminder to remember him. And I think I'm most grateful to Baba for really creating more and more of those reminders in everyday life since, you know, I came to him. Even though I was born in a Baba family, my real connection with him was not really until I was 25 or 26. So since that time, definitely there is more reminders that that keep getting added. So I think for those reminders, I'm extremely grateful. And the second thing is, especially in the past 1 to 2 years with the Zoom meetings, definitely they have become increased, you know, they have increased in a much faster pace with all the meetings that we have been having. in Effort and Grace, for example. Even though I read that book before, the meetings really accelerated that kind of a feeling for Baba and bringing him closer, in my daily life. So I'm very thankful to Baba through each of the people, not only in Effort and Grace, but in the Aarti and all the meetings that we have on the weekends and so on. So yeah, I think those are the two main things I want to share. Jai Baba.
Thank you. Meher Prasad, thank you. I was thinking, I don't even know if it was before you said it, but I was thinking about Effort and Grace this past week and how Jeff was saying that when you feel Baba's grace coming to you, when you feel, that inflation of heart and spirit for some reason, whatever it is that's just happened, that has you feeling that space and that bigness, to pull in the people that you're having issues with, pull in the people that you're trying to find forgiveness to, pull in the people that are kind of getting on your nerves, pull in those people to that glorious time of grace with Baba. And what a great thing that has been. That's been just very helpful to me all week. I've had a few of those feelings, that when you feel kind of expanding, to bring in all that, not just, wallow. It's easy to wallow in, but just bring that in. So I don't know, I'm just saying that as a gratitude. So many, I know. Thank you. Jai Baba. Well, anybody else? If there's no hands, we have just a minute or so, but if there's nobody else that wants to hop in and talk about how grateful they are for the beautiful day, the sunlight.
Terry wants to say something.
Oh, good. Jai Baba, Terry.
Hey, Baba. So I have to say that you guys have brought my wife closer to Baba than that in itself. We're together for 33 years, and that one little thing where you have a brand new thing to be with, and then it's not just a brand new thing, it's our whole life now. And I was with Baba longer than Diane, but this group has brought us so I don't even think there are words, to be honest with you. And my gratitude to all of you is just profound. I can't even, I go to work and Baba comes up the elevator with me. He comes into my office with me. He takes the x-rays with me. I haven't had a bad x-ray since I've been doing this, they're so clear and perfect. He's just with me all the time. And he was with me before, but this group has really brought him into my soul and body in a very deep way. And I have gratitude every minute. And I know when you're in your gratitude, it's just such a beautiful feeling. So to be in it so much is just amazing to me. So I truly love you all. I know that sounds bizarre because I've never even touched you physically. And, but I look forward to your faces, to what you have to say, to the art that you share, to the thoughts that you share, to the prayers, to just everything. It's changed our lives. And I'm squeezing you all tight. Jai Baba.
You two have come on the scene like gangbusters, like no new Baba lovers that I've known. My goodness, talk about wholehearted embracing. It's wonderful. You and Diana.
It's amazing for us.
You are such a force. That's wonderful.
Thank you. It's all Baba.
Yeah.
Can I share something about
Yes.
gratitude that really has impacted my life very much? Whenever I think of gratitude, this is the quote that always occurs to me. It's not Baba's direct quote, but through Balnatu in conversations. It says, gratitude is the art of accepting life, moment by moment, in whatever situation one finds oneself, as being my will. You offer everything to me and receive everything from me.
Would you mind reading
accepting.
that one more time?
Yeah. Gratitude is the art of accepting life, moment by moment, in whatever situation one finds oneself, as being my will. You offer everything to me and receive everything from me. It's such a beautiful saying, to accept life in a moment by moment as His will. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba. I think that's a wonderful place to stop. We'll have a moment of silence and then we can say the Beloved God prayer. Jai Baba. Let's say the Beloved God prayer and then we can say our Ki Jays. You can unmute if you like. Beloved God,
Help us all
to love you
love you
more and more
and
More and more,
and
and
still
still yet more, until we become worthy of you.
and help us all
Help
to
us
hold
all.
fast to Baba's Dhamma, Avatar
Avatar
Mere
Meher Baba
Baba
Ki
Ki
Jai.
Jai.
Avatar
Avatar
Meher
Mere
Baba Ki
Baba
Jai. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai.
Hey Baba.
Baba. Oh, thank you.
What a
See y'all
sweet
later.
meeting. Jai
Thank you,
Baba, everyone.
Baba. Thank you,
Thank you,
Baba.
Ruthie, for
Baba.
hosting this, and Angela,
Beautiful, Ruth. Thank you. And
Jai Baba, so
beautiful.
sweet.
and Petunia.